Yeah, no, I mean the other one you haven't mentioned, was this on the opening night live or whatever, but Sonic Frontiers, another
Oh yeah,
showing.
yeah, yeah. There's a trailer for that. Yeah.
Sean, look, we
Well,
are a podcast that fully understands, respects the Sonic cycle,
hmm
right? We are behind that concept. I think
hmm
it's fair to say, where a Sonic game seems to be coming out, it looks really good, and then it comes out and it's done, and we start again and wait for the next announcement. I'm sorry, I looked at the trailer of this and I was like, oh my god, this looks fucking great.
I've not
I
watched
know.
it, not a chance to see it properly. So, Dan, you've played a bit of this, but it's under embargo. Is that right?
There's some parts that I can talk about. Yeah, so
Okay.
basically, I've played the stage that was in. So this time at Gamescom, they showed a new area, right, which is like a desert area. I can't talk about that, but
Okay.
the part that they showed until soon, the part that they showed at previous things, where it's like the sort of very Shadows of the Colossus-esque sort of grassland, whatever. I played that at a couple of separate events, and yeah, I think it's a really strange game in a lot of ways, and I really like what I've played of it so far, and I absolutely understand why people don't like it as well. I think especially it's a game that when you play it, it feels much much better than when you watch a video of it, and the sort of terrain looks a little bit sparse, and there's a lot of like pop in and stuff like that. I think you might look at that and think, wow, that looks really old gen, whatever. But when you're playing it, it feels fast, it feels quite smooth. And I think because it's the sort of small open worlds, I guess, it's like a sort of sandbox. There seems to be like quite a lot to do. And each direction you go off in, you'll suddenly find some like grind rail that leads to, you don't even know where it leads, and so
Yeah.
to just follow it, see, and all that stuff. I think that the problem I have with it is, have you played Bowser's Fury?
Yes.
And where everywhere you look around you, there's like something cool to do, and in this game there is too. But in this game, because of the pop in, you can't actually see it from
Right.
very far away until you get quite a lot closer to it. And so
How far away
it
is
sort
this
of
from
takes the
being
sheen
released?
off.
Because so they announced that it's coming out this year, November 8th.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's hope they sort that out. There's an
Quite soon.
optimization thing,
Yeah.
right? So
Quite soon.
So it's not
Yeah,
like
and they might nail that.
yeah, so it's not like the Oblivion thing where if you see it, you can travel to it. It's like if you can't see it, you could still
You might
travel
still
to
be
it.
able to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think I wanna.
Exactly.
I think I
Yeah.
wanna like a Sonic game again, Sean.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be
I
a
know,
nice,
I do.
nice
It's
to
good,
not
it's
like a
good.
Sonic game
It's
again.
when did Sonic 2 come out? Like that was.
Sonic
It's
2.
been a long time.
It's 1992.
Oh
God,
my
yeah, it
god,
must have
it's
been,
a
yeah.
long time. I was 6.
30 years, mate.
The thing about Sonic games
I was
that
8.
if this is
even
like
know when I was
solid kind of
born.
like 7s or 8s across the board, I think everyone will say, "Oh right, it's a good one." I don't think people are expecting 9s and 10s because
Oh,
the bar is so
imagine
low.
that. Imagine, right? You pretend to be a Sega fan for some reason. Imagine waking up one morning and overnight the embargo dropped, and you look and it's 10s across the board, like every single.
That would be
Apart from Polygon would give it a 4, right? We know, we get the deal there, but every other outlet gives it a
that
10.
would be
Matt.
yeah. If it's
What are
like
you gonna do?
10
I-
across
do
the
you know
board,
what?
Edge
Do you know
10,
what?
you name it.
I kind of want to do if the embargo is where we're all at home. Can we do a live stream when the embargo drops? Because I just want to see if it all comes to 10. I just want to see James Farley's face. Like he'd be
That'd be
furious. He'd be so upset.
Yeah.
I mean, he
But
won't be
but
because
they've
he
said,
keeps buying and playing Sonic games anyway. So
I know,
That's
I
true.
know,
Doesn't matter.
I know. Right? He buys all the Sonic games, he plays them, but he likes moaning about them and he likes taking the piss out of Sonic. So if this comes out and it's a masterpiece, he'll be disappointed. Totally. It's his deal.
I sort of suspect. I think it's gonna. Well, I think it's really divide opinion. I think in the end, and I think if you get it, you're gonna really really get it, and if you don't, you're gonna get what. But I think because of the success of the movies and just Sonic sort of generally being this perpetually a brand that just appeals to kids a lot.
Yeah, it's
Um,
weird.
The game doesn't necessarily need to be a 10 out of 10 game for it to do really well with that kind of audience. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm intrigued by it, and it's I think the problem is like Sonic, they've got the 2D games and the 3D games, and they've repeated themselves quite a lot over the years. Yeah. So the fact that they're branching out and doing something completely different, and it really feels very different. I think that's pretty cool. And you can, because it's open, you can sort of go off and just have your own adventure and do the bits you want to do and don't do the bits you don't want to do. And, you and your mates are all going to have different stories and that kind of thing. That side of it kind of really appeals to me. So
yeah, I do definitely appreciate the fact they're trying to make a difference. Whatever this ends up being, whether it's, lambasted or it's, solid, the fact they're trying to do something different is, commendable, rather than just, it's Sonic and it's a 3D platformer. This feels like they're trying to, even if it maybe take a lot of inspiration from other games we may have seen. I appreciate
visually it's very different in a lot of places, which is, I think, quite important. I would like to say, though, if you're reviewing it, if you listen to this podcast, you write for a website or a magazine, but remember those, and you're reviewing this game, please say in the opening paragraph whether you're a Sonic fan or not, because then I can just, if you say, I'm a massive Sonic fan, and this is the new Sonic game, okay, well, I'll move on to the next review then and see what they think. Just make it clear, because I think that's important.
Who else are editors supposed to get to review the new Sonic game?
Well, this is the problem, isn't
it?
This is one of those things. Yeah. I think it's one of those games, though, that I don't know, man. You can't get a Sonic fan to review it, or at least check their history. Do your research and say, but you gave Sonic Adventure 2 a 9.
Well, it's more, I think probably a better indication is what score they gave Balan Wonderworld. That's,
yes,
that's probably
absolutely. Yes, absolutely.